First of all, I've had such a wonderful experience with Festival of Media in the past. It was easy for me to say yes. But one of the main reasons I love judging this festival is the range of work that I get to see. When you're sitting inside of your own company, your own holding company, your view is a bit limited. And so this is an opportunity to really see, what the work looks like around the world and to have a bigger perspective on the work that you're producing and creating. I think on this one, I'd probably be a bit boring because I do think the AI trend and what's happening in that world is really critical to media and important to us. I know many, many people are talking about AI, so it's not a surprise that I would talk about it as well. I think my bent on it, though, is when I think about the implications, both the benefits and the implications, there is a watch out, and that is how are those algorithms being written and built? Where are the cultural sensitivities inside of them? Who is behind the scenes actually making those models and designing them? And so that to me is a watch out, how they are being created, who's in charge of that, who has influence over that, and where the oversight either lies or doesn't lie. So that's the lens I would put on the AI conversation. Well, you all know that Publicis has a big investment. We, bought Epsilon, and that has been a fantastic tool for us for data, insights, information, behavioral understanding of how people are acting out there in the marketplace. So that is definitely a huge source of information for me. Um, I don't lose sight of the art as well. So there are, in combination to Epsilon and other large data sets like that, like what are the observations? What are the small things that you can see or read or hear in a podcast, in a magazine, on a news show that can give you a glimpse that there's more behind the scenes, something that you need to investigate in a different way, something that you need to interrogate with a different view or perspective. So it's that combination of those big data sets and not losing sight of the art and the little things that can make a big difference. I think one of the biggest challenges that I'm seeing is how we keep our solutions strategically connected across the long tail of activation. There's so much nuance in activation these days with all of the digital platforms, all of the programmatic deliveries, all of the ways that people engage in media that we are designing and putting out there in the marketplace. How do you keep that strategic arc strong all the way through those? So I think that's the biggest challenge that I faced. One of the campaigns I love is Dove, and the way they lean into girls. And they had one in the Super Bowl, I think it was Hard Knocks, and it just really focused on young girls that are in sports that are having those missed moments. But those missed moments are the moments that you need to repeat over and over and over to drive excellence. And their emphasis is always on girls are confident in those missed moments as they are girls. And at some point, that confidence disappears. And what I love is their focus on maintaining the confidence of girls that you see that has a way of dissipating as they grow older. So for that reason, I love what Dove is doing. I love that spot. They have so many others. They've been consistent with that type of messaging and that type of concern about the development of girls into women.